All right. Welcome back, everyone. This is the evening video. Just to put some things out there, but also there's a change in the new system that I built earlier that I showcased. For some reason, one of the indicators just changed trajectory, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing because it kind of messed up the projections I had. But either way, I still want to talk about it. So, also, I have a minor announcement here for the video. I'll save that towards the end. So I'm looking at the indicators here, people. We are at the bottom according to these, but the stochastics hasn't fully bottomed. So I wanted to show everybody something that I did to that indicator. Yes, I cycle analyzed this indicator. And you know how people well, not people, but there's some technicians out there saying Bitcoin's on a four-year cycle. Well, I figured it out how they're getting that stupid 4-year cycle. One of the ways to do it is using the stochastics indicator, and I was able to see like, oh, this is the stupid 4-year cycle people talk about. Um, yeah, and again, this is also why I'm talking of. I think I'm gonna announce something here at the end of this video because the more I dive into this, the more I'm used to this stuff. I do this as a hobby, and I might want to start doing this as a business. So uh, this is the 4-year cycle, and it brings us to this area in the future. Now, remember, I've been talking about a bear rally, and the cycles are saying that if notice right here, they bounce up, bounce down, bounce up, bounce down into this area. And so, yeah, it seems like we have a bear rally coming. Um, I don't think Bitcoin can go to 10,000 right now. It might do it, but it's difficult for me to see that when the indicators are majority of them have bottomed. I want to say 80% of the indicators are now at bottom, maybe more than 80% at this point. But I'm not going to lie, there's still room for more downward pressure. I know that right now prices might be moving up, but notice with the month where I'm on the monthly, and this is the stochastics indicator, has not curved or turned upward until we get to July. Now this is a monthly indicator, so every candle or every move or every line is an actual month. So it's saying that July would be the bottom before the bear rally begins. Now, I've been talking about that for a minute, and I do expect this to play out exactly like that. And the bear rally technically could last. Now, this is the misleading part that I'm having trouble believing this right here. I think there might be a smaller cycle within this that'll finish everything off. What I mean by that is this, like right here, what you see, it may continue going further down. And so I don't know. Let me see if I can draw it. I don't know if this is going to be like this and then like that, or if this big ass pattern will just play out like this. Right? I don't know which one of these two is the likely scenario. Now, I will know that once we get to the July section, if I see these on a downward trajectory and entering this level, the lower bottom, then I will know that, okay, we may not be getting that bear rally, but I'm actually very hopeful that we will, right? And so again, I won't know more until we get closer. Plus, that's what the MACD on the 2-day and the 3-day will tell me, along with my other systems. So, anyways, just wanted to cover that really quick because I know some people are like, okay, what was happening with that indicator? So right now, indicators on the monthly are bottoming, bottomed, bottoming, bottoming, bottomed, like done. This one doesn't even fit. Bottomed, 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 bottomed. Was it? But the danger here is this: this indicator, the MACD on the monthly, has not fully And you know that I had the projection out of let me pull that up here. Where is it? Yeah. So the projection I had of, yeah, in November 2023 or onward, from this point onward, based on the previous projections. Now, if this is new to you, you got to look at my other video. I am playing with the indicator down here. I don't think it's working, so I'm probably going to remove that indicator, but I want to give it a little bit of more room to see if it maybe can help. So anyways, so if this system doesn't make sense to you, then that's fine. But so I'm having it somewhere in Q4 2023. So that would put it around here. So this means these two big ass cycles would be like a flat phase. And that would mean, like, if we're looking at the MACD, it would be like this, right? Something like that. Like that. They a breakout like that. And I'm only projecting it like that simply just so showcase on the monthly this moves like that and it comes up like that. So I don't know if that's how this is going to play out, but I'm just putting it out there that that's something I saw. Now, on this chart, I explained everything, how I got to all these numbers and notes on my last video. So if this doesn't make sense, you got to go back to my previous video. I'm not explaining this again. Okay. So yeah, so this is the part that bothers me now. The trajectory here has changed because you see that this is no longer pointing downward, which would have put it in the July range. I don't like what it's doing. It literally is now pointing further out into the future, meaning the bottom is not going to be in. That's some bullshit. Until somewhere out here in October onward. And that's why I want to say I'm concerned from this point on. And so I put the signal here that I'm thinking mid to late August, once we enter this new trough system, which we've always had those, they're natural like these. They do pull the price in regardless. They always do. Like right here, it goes into that. Right here, it goes into that. It's hard to spin this. It's not noticeable as much on these, but it goes like this. From here, we began to get sucked into this area, but didn't work that well, but it still ultimately did it here, and then bottomed into this area. Here, it wanted to rally. This got sucked into this area. This didn't work out. That's one that didn't. Let's see. So yeah, so here the same. The center is pulled in. So really, it's very likely that that might happen here. And that's why I put this marker as a warning that mid to late August onward, danger. But then really the big danger is end of the year of this year. With this here changing its trajectory, that has me concerned now. And that only happened because today being Sunday, the weekly candle closed, so a lot of the numbers were updated. The only cool thing is the stochastics here on the weekly did turn up. It did cross up, and that would probably signal that this bear or whatever bear market right now it is coming to an end. But still, don't assume that it's over. This could be an ABC, but then here it could be a weak ass rally. Now, still, am I expecting a rally going into July? No, I've told all of you that I'm skeptic on that because we have the 4th of July. And in fact, if I were to go to this system and just jump to the 12 hour, you'll see the indicators are top, top, midway, top, 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 top. So all the indicators here are saying we're going to drop. They are not saying that we're going to rally. So I keep seeing these other technicians out there. They're saying that we're going to, and I'm like, the indicators are not in agreement. Oh, look, the pivot point tool also updated numbers now that the weekly candle closed. So the pivot point was at 29,663. Now it's at 20,88837, which we're above that. So technically, according to this, we're in bull territory, but we have resistance 1, 2, and 3. Problem is, if you look at the MACD, and this is the 12-hour, it's beginning to lose strength. You see those lighter candles? Yeah. Let me see if I can pull up the other one. It's still green. So yeah, and I am a little tired, people. That's why I sound like I'm not into it. But still, according to this, the indicators are saying if I had to put a date because of the way these are being set up, and right now the futures are green, I'd say tomorrow is the 27th. Tomorrow in the afternoon, going into the evening, probably um the 28th onward, month end, you might see the initial what we see here of a dump before any sort of rally. But either way, I have this whole spot here as a risky area up until July 10. So I honestly think this week until July 10th is the final rough week before the bear rally begins. Because right now the bear rally has been trying to take off, but you see the indicators, so like, dude, you're about to get slammed. So you could say that we started the bear rally back at 1774, and now at 21,223, it's peaking out. So just word of caution, this isn't looking too good for the bulls, even though I see a lot of technicians out there saying that it's going to rally. I'm like, this would signal otherwise. So just a word of caution that the indicators are not in full agreement that this is going to be a rally right now because they're all topping. It would signal that going into the July 4th holiday weekend, and that week it might be a weak ass drop. Anyways, um, so what I wanted to announce really quick, let me see. Well, actually, before I do, let me just fuck around here really quick. Is this a rising wedge? No, it's not. That line there didn't make sense. Whoops. Huh. Well, that's not possible. No way, dude. Fuck. It puts us back at the 12,000 range target. And look, it puts us. Okay, I give up. This, if we go by the bear flag pattern I just spotted, which again, I don't think the count is right. So it's, well, maybe, but unless if I cheat and I put that flag right there. That's a ugly ass flag. Remove this and try that flag really quick. Hold on, people. I was gonna start talking about something else, but then that shit I just came up in view. There it is. So maybe from here, that might put us at 12. Alright. Alright, fuck it. I'm not gonna talk about that right now. You all saw what I saw. I'm not gonna comment on that. Even though we have all the indicators saying that that might happen. Oh shit. Okay. Whatever. That's actually lower than my target here, so I need to just adjust that to 12 now. All right. There. I'm just gonna leave it at that. In this box is the drop, but I mean, I've never seen it go underneath that, but whatever. This is a new system that I built. I'm just messing with it right now. So, anyways, long story short, before I got into all of the just focusing on Bitcoin, I was charting commodities, gold, silver, oil, and all of that. And one of the things I wanted to mention is that I was talking about oil back when, um, let me see, let me close this out. Back when it was moving up, and I did mention that actually, let me move it to a monthly so it can look better. So, right there. So using cycles, I was able to pinpoint a low and going into this area of 2009, 2010-ish rally, and another drop into this area. Rally, drop, and let me zoom in so you can see. Right, drop, rally from the midway point, drop into the trough, rally, but I had a bear flag and you can see it right there. That, let me just see if I can expand this like this. Yeah. You can see the bear flag that I had right there. And then drop. And then right now here, we broke this trend line, this white line. However, notice we have this drop going into the midway point. Now, these drops here, I suspect it's going to be significant because on the monthly, everything is maxed out. And I usually don't cover commodities because it's not, I don't want people to think that I do a lot of things, but I do have cycles for the S&P, Dow Jones, oil, and a bunch of other stuff. And the way this is set up here is telling me that we will be looking into this bottoming phase here, going back down basically. Now, there is a probability here that we could rally, but I don't see that in the cards, especially when the indicators are all saying on the monthly. So I'm not saying in the next few days, I'm saying on a month to month basis. This is saying that by the end of the year, December going into 2023, we should see oil crash. If that happens, people, whenever I've seen oil crash, it tends to take everything with it. And I mean everything. So just keep in mind that there is danger coming up for oil if the cycles are to play out, but they've been pretty damn accurate when you just put them, align them, you see. Bottoming, rally, bottoming, crashing into this area, then trying to rally, but then crash, rally, but then crash. You have to stretch them out like that so you can see the moves. Um, so the announcement, really quick, I'll just spend 2 minutes and I'll close it back out to Bitcoin. Nothing new here on this one except I don't like the pi cycle low indicator that it just curved and that stretches further out the crash. So the bear rally would take place first before the major crash. So the ABC correction on the monthly here says the same because we've only hit 5. We haven't hit the ABC, which is why I'm concerned. So the beauty here is that everything is bottoming, but we haven't gotten the turn up here yet, and we will soon, but we haven't gotten it yet. So this could be another drop coming in, which is why I'm not too happy. And I know technicians right now are saying we're going to rally and all that, but the cycles and indicators that I'm using are not in full agreement. In fact, they're saying that this week, from the 28th going forward into the 11th of July, there might be the next drop. Anyways, I'm thinking of starting a newsletter. Uh, and I'm thinking of the blue collar workers. And so in the newsletter, I would cover the S&P, oil, just like you saw, and several other stocks and everything. It's just an idea right now, but I wanted to just mention it because I know that right now my cycles are, I don't want to say 100% accurate. I want to say 75 to 80% accurate. I know there's technicians in and out, but my system is always geared towards the blue collar worker. So I'll let everybody go. just wanted to make that announcement. Have a good night, people.